Guys, after lunch, I guess we do the same thing for our product development, new product development. We get guys who usually are panel members, and also people always ask, sir, we want to taste your new products and stuff. Okay, come on. We said, come on. We give them heavy lunch. They don't know that's a product. We give them very heavy lunch. They said, now taste the products. If they have 4 to 5 bites of that product, I said the product goes to the next stage. That's how we got some very good products from many strangers, from our customers. We call them for food tasting. So this is what we do. Guys, my name is Sandeep. I'm a baker. Bekar nahi. Baker. I'm a baker. People get confused. So I am talking on business consciousness. Consciousness and awareness. There's a difference. We are aware of what we do. Always aware of what we do, the decisions we take, strategy we play. But how conscious are you? The internal and external environment and the decisions we take. That is how helped us to grow, helped our team to grow and take decisions. This is very close topic to me and helped us to grow last 12 years. And how I got this topic, consciousness, how did I connect? Guys, I'm also an engineer. I don't know why you laughed last time, but I'm also an engineer. So, not a food engineer, I'm an electronics and communications engineer, and I've completed. And I have done my MBA in England. So after MBA in England, I started my job. Then I got a call stating, come back and take over the business, which my father started, a bakery. And I said, bakery? Main kya karu? What will I do? Bakery to bakery hai. It's a small bakery. What will I do? And come here, and I've done my MBA. I have bigger things to do in life. And they said, no, come in. We have to come sometime. Then I thought, what's actually, then I started learning what's bakery. I don't know about food, I don't know about bakery. I started learning what bakery. Then I realized bakery is so big. In the Western countries, bakery runs into thousands of crores of business. Millions and millions of dollars. Then I realized, wow, bakery is so big outside. Why not India? Why do we not get ideas from there? Why do we not implement? Yes, it is not a staple food, but why not? This is what brought me into business. This is where I got my consciousness and I connected to my business. Here, it helped me a lot in decision making, growth, sustenance. The main part which helped me was purpose. I guess you know the 4 P's, MBA, BBM guys and MBA guys. 4 P's, price, promotion, product and place. I always apply the 5th one, which is purpose. Consciousness helps you to define your purpose on each marketing mix whenever you use. Any topic you take in marketing, strategy, branding, all the different topics, you apply purpose to it. That is what we do. As a company, we always apply purpose, which helps us to take very effective decisions. And guys, I always recommend try purpose for everything you do. Apply it in a very proper way. You apply, you get very effective results. As a business owner, we have to be conscious on every dimension of the business. Very important. And bakery, it's all about people. People driven, people management. That's a major thing which we day-to-day operations with the people. Back then, the major constraint was people. How do I transform people? I thought, okay, I can change them, but it's not easy. Guys, it's not easy. It's very tough to change people who have been doing that job last 10 to 15 years. It was a major event for me to transform them to what we were thinking. Basically, then we started building relationships. I started applying the consciousness to them. I started convincing them that bakery is not this. This is what we need to do. This is what we can do. People have already done this outside. We are trying to implement it here. It took me a lot of time to convince them, but finally they were convinced. And moreover, the relationships increased, the effectiveness increased. Then they started accepting everything we used to say, everything we used to. This is a new thing we need to do. This is a new thing we need. Yes, they said, okay, we will do it. So applying that business consciousness to them helped us to improve our products, our service, and also transform them. And most of the times you can't accept they can't accept people what they say. Then I always say, if you can't accept, accommodate. This is what I always say. If you can't accept everyone all the time. When you can't accept, just accommodate them. And business grows through the network and the stakeholders. Stakeholders include your customers, your employees, your suppliers. Everyone in the business is a stakeholder for you. And keeping everyone happy is very important and very tough. This is, if you're conscious enough, yes, this is possible. And we have tried this, implemented, it worked. And we believe our stakeholders are happy, backward, upward, everyone who is involved in the business are happy through us, through our operations. This is what we always believe. And one of the most thing we always believe is customer feedbacks. This is how we've grown. That's what marketing, the best part is customer feedback. I always say customer feedback, but the customer insights, that's what we take. I'll tell a funny thing. When people started, we sell cakes. So people started writing that we are not able to celebrate our celebrations properly. I thought, why is the cake not good? They said we don't have a matchbox. They said we don't have a matchbox, and we started thinking. We got a lot of feedback stating that we don't have a matchbox. We don't get a matchbox at night 12 o'clock. Cakes are cut in the night 12 o'clock. Then we took it very seriously. Said, okay, we got a company, then we go to a company, told them to make a matchbox for us. And with our branding, then again we used our name was there on the matchbox, and we started giving it with the cake. The customer, so we are experience. The customer was so delighted after that okay, you are giving a matchbox, a knife, candle, and a cake. That's it. It's a celebration. That's what we are. We take customer feedback so seriously. Guys, I imagine today you get many places a matchbox. I'm talking about this 10 years back. This is not today we have done. This we have done 10 years back. 10 years back we started giving a cake kit which actually people enjoyed or delighted to use. On customization and personalization, the latest trend in business, food business, food is like everyone has their own preference, own choice. They say, we want that food, we want this combination, we want that combination. We said, okay, personalize your own food. This is what we're working right now is, we are a mass producer of bakery, we have a centralized kitchen, we have a bakery chain of retail outlets, we have clouds, we have restaurants, but right now the most important thing is we are moving from mass production to mass personalization. So we are taking the preference of individuals and working on them. How much can we customize? This is the next trend, which would be every individual have their own preference. And you can see in the market already many big players are working on it. The international players are already, they customize each and every product for you. And this is the next thing which we are doing. And with our conscious is the growth strategy, the growth trajectory was very high. Basically in terms of products, we have developed a mechanization line where most of our products we don't touch the products. We don't touch the product. All our mechanized machines we use. And moreover, always I say bakery is a small business in the food industry. It's just a droplet in the food industry. There's a lot of, so food industry is a very big industry. That bakery is a small droplet, but still bakery can do wonders. This bakery has so much of scope in India and abroad. So what I always say, we have many subjects in engineering, MBA, all those stuff. But a topic in a subject makes a potential career. This is where we come from. A small topic or a topic from a subject makes a potential career. I have a friend who runs a company. It goes into billions of dollars. They have worked on testing the building strength, basically. So they have gone to the testing mode. They have developed a non-destructive testing tool where they can see how much is the strength of the building. So non-destructive testing is just a part of structural engineering, which is a part of, again, civil engineering basically. It's just a topic, but that runs into billions of dollars, the company which he runs. So be focused on that one topic or one subject which we should focus. We are much focused on bakery and those products. We don't deviate, we don't go to sweets, we don't go to other products. We are very much into bakery. And the old saying says, being a jack of all trades or master of none. We always say jack of all trades, master of one. So we always phrase it as you have to understand everything, you have to know everything, but master the thing. Master of one. That is what we say. Guys, do you think bakery uses technology? How many people think bakery uses technology? Very few, I guess. We use artificial intelligence. I'll tell you what we do with artificial intelligence in the later slide. But initially, when we started, we wanted to change our billing systems, ERP or whatever you call, 12 years back. The most resistance usually we get from people because they used a certain kind of equipment and their screens and everything. So we were using Linux at that time. Changing from Linux to Microsoft application was so tough for us. Every alternate day the system was crashing. And we didn't understand what was happening actually. Our people didn't know how to shut down. So we tested, tried, we trained them in a huge way. But still they were just kicking the system. So there was a system there, so just kick the system and just leave. Then we recognized, okay, this is not happening, then we gave them an auto shutdown. So automatically it's a timer runs, there's an auto shutdown for it. So we brought up technology where it looks like Linux, but it runs with Microsoft in the backend. So they don't know that we have changed the software and everything. So we started using these kind of simple techniques where the people were easy to adapt. More important thing in business is it has to be affordable and adaptable. Most important thing. So we get things which are affordable, and most of the time we fail implementing it because it's not adaptable to us. So this is how we have to be very careful, conscious in doing whatever we do. And in the machines part, we have done most of the machines lines which we run in our bakery production doesn't even need manpower. Very less manpower we use, and products are done automatically. In a bakery, I'm talking, in a small bakery, you can see these lines in bigger companies like Britannia or big biscuit companies who can run. But we, as a small players, also use very sophisticated machines where it can run without the people. And coming to artificial intelligence, we have used sensors basically to count how many people are coming, what's the billing cycle, or what their choices are in purchasing with their past data. And right now we're working on the counter jobs where you can see the small machine attached on the stores, which will identify whether it's male or female, age groups, all those stuff. But we're still waiting for the permissions. Now it can count people, groups or individuals have come, how much billing they have done, what's their purchase criteria. If 3 people have come, what are they purchasing? If single purchase is coming, what are they purchasing? So this is where it's a lot of scope for artificial intelligence in bakery industry, where we can understand the preferences of the consumers. Now there's new technology where through blood tests we can understand what actually the preferences are, through what they eat, what they like. And this helps us in developing new products. We don't randomly develop a product without the insights. So we work on analytics. We need analytics to develop new products. This is what helps us. This technology helps us in understanding what consumer needs are. We work on some other product and actually people are looking at some other product. It doesn't happen. So we actually are intact, conscious to understand what customers need, and then only start R&D work on that. And manufacturing, the traditional manufacturing which we were doing, it was not getting into our demand. And moreover, again we have the same touch screens technology where people were not able to use it. So we have to give them touch phones to understand the technology of a small screen, which we used to give them phones, understand, okay, so this is what you have to learn on a phone, and then they could go and implement on a machine, because it's an automated machine. Once they do a mistake, they do an entry, it's gone, the production is gone. It's a huge batches we do. And when we're coming to the packaging designs with the aggregators, and we have been working with the delivery aggregators, delivery partners which we call, we have changed most of the packaging which we actually were using to give the same product to the consumer at their doorstep with the same quality and the same freshness. This was a big, this is a big change we have done last 3 years, because aggregators started, the business model has changed, from walk-in customers to the delivery customers in a lot way. The percentage of sales they have taken. So our turnovers have changed, our dimensions of looking at business has changed because of the Swiggy, the aggregators, whatever company it is, because they have told us this is what the consumers are looking at. They are very good at analytics. So they say that this is what the customers are looking at. If you're working on a wrap, scrap it, you work on chocolates. You scrap it or work on shawarmas. Or you're working on a burger bun, or don't work on a multigrain. So this is what they give insights for us, the dimensions, the new dimensions which they give inputs to us, and we start working on it. So this is a new era of delivery which we are still working, and bakery is a big part of it, where we have to adapt and change the things. And initially when I started, I thought I can bring a change in the thought process of bakery industry. I thought, but at the end of the day, we started transforming it. The major things which we did was the technology part. Then 3 dimensions we worked on: corporate working style. So we have a MNC approach where we have standard operation procedures of everything. We have hired people. We have full experience, specialized people from IIMs and IITs, leaders. Then we have got consultants in the specific industry where they have done 10x business, 10x growth, which they have seen, and they have been helping us to grow. And business consciousness helps to take these decisions where you have to adapt and take the decision, imply into your business, because they have a different approach and what they look. But what is adaptable to you, it depends on us when we take the decision. Then branding, again, yes, we have done a lot of work on branding. You can see us on social media marketing. We have done BTL, ATL. We have done door-to-door marketing. We have done newspapers, ads. So for a bakery, what I'm talking is this is a different dimension what we got to, where a small bakery can do these kind of things, or a small bakery chain can do these kind of things. And this has given us results. We can see the turnovers growing. We can see the consumers have enlightenment, and we have the delivery, the branding part, where we open a new store, we go to door and give them our new products, because they don't know where we are, what outlet we have, what products we have. We make them taste our products. This is what we do. I mean, it makes a difference. You just putting an ad in a newspaper and going to the house and giving a product makes a lot of difference. And we didn't leave the corporate sector. That is our major B2B business, where we are one of the highest corporate box makers, where we mix 2-3 items, and we actually put 3 or 4 items in a box and deliver them. And we have touched mostly around all the MNCs and all the companies, where they always say, like, a celebration without a cake is a meeting, and we have been trying to make all their meetings a celebration with our cakes. So, and we worked, right now we're working on the delivery part, partners as a technology, and this is the third dimension, which customer reach. We have reached the customers in a different way, where they didn't even expect us. Okay, they are also, we have been to school functions, we have to annual days, sports days, we have, you name it, we are there with your corporate box. This is a major change from a normal bakery to B2B business, which we have configured. And as what I say, guys, in the misfits or rebel, I define as rebel, because a small bakery business, we could do this. We could transform into a corporate structure. We could apply so many ideas, strategies. I guess as future entrepreneurs and professionals, be conscious to recognize and capture the opportunities in front of you, and be aware. Consciousness will not come without your efforts, basically. And I always say, enjoy your journey with consciousness.